Hey guys, we are back with a house building video, and this is the Abernathy farmhouse build in Oasis Springs. And if you guys don't know what Abernathy is or who Abernathy is, the Abernathy household is from Westworld, which I mentioned in my previous house build. Westworld is a movie. It's not a movie, it's a TV series that takes place or it premises in the Wild West, which is the American frontier era, you know, the Wild West and all that kabang kabang, dueling, gun wielding, horse riding people with the cowboy hats and stuff. And yes, that show focuses a lot on the American frontier, and the Abernathy house is actually the house of the main character, Dolores. What's her last name? I don't know. Dolores something. And I'll just insert a photo right here so you guys know at least what I'm trying to build. So the funny thing is, even though this house is the main house of the series, not really the main house, but it's the house of the main character, so you would expect to see it a lot, but trust me, there are so few photos of this house online, and that is the only photo that actually shows the house. So yep, I'm trying to base it off that photo and some of the scenes that I've seen in the show itself. So everything inside is just, you know, based on my imagination of how the American frontier actually is. But I have no idea anything. I don't know anything about the gold rush or cowboys or any of that shit. Really, I don't know. Yep, so if the furniture looks a bit off or like some stuff does not seem like they belong, is because it's based off what I think the Wild West is. So please do not judge me, I tried my best. Okay, and now I am just building the exterior, and as you can see the lot is quite small, so I actually moved the house to another lot. Actually the house is not very small, as in the lot is not very small, but when I went into the neighborhood view, it looked really weird, like it's just a big building out of nowhere. Anyway, it's a farm, it's supposed to be in the country, so I moved it to a corner plot with I think it was 40 by 30, so there's more space and I could put like a few crops at the back, so it looks actually like a farmhouse. So yeah, oh, let me just show you a picture of how it looks like before I moved the house, and trust me, it's weird. So yeah, which is why I moved the house to the corner plot, which you will see later. I actually downloaded the house into my what's it called, my library, and I just replaced the plot on that piece of land, so it looked a bit better. And if you actually want to download this house, it's actually on the gallery right now. Just search my name, and my name will be in the description down below. So yeah, just go and download it if you actually saw the thumbnail and you just want it right now. Just go ahead. I don't really mind if you leave right now, because this video is actually 30 minutes long and I'm trying to think how to pace myself and, you know, say stuff for 30 minutes, which I have no idea how, and you guys know how much I have trouble with that. And yes, so right now I'm just doing the exterior still. I think I spent a bulk of the time doing the exterior, even though the farmhouse itself is very simplistic. Like the design is just a square box with like that two little roof shingles coming out. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see it at the second floor on the right side. So yeah, I have no idea why I spent so long. I think it's because I was trying to put in those what's it called, dormers. Yes, I remember the word. It's called dormers, the things with the windows and the roof on the top. Okay, you'll see later. So I was trying to fit it in, and I think it didn't work with just 2 floors. So if you guys download this house, sorry if you find it weird that there's an empty level in the second floor is empty, kind of empty. Like I used half of it and the other half is just, you know, extra space. So if you want to use the extra space, you can. But yeah, I think on hindsight I could actually just do this house on 2 floors by just making the roof at you know, the porch roof downstairs flat, I think I would have more space for the windows and stuff. But I guess it looked a bit better with 3 floors. So yeah, right now I'm just putting in the windows, and those are the dormers that you just saw just now. Yeah, the one on the right there, right there. Those are the dormers that I'm talking about. So I was trying to fit that in, but the roof was too low if I just use 2 floors. So yeah, I used 3. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent on the roofs, like what the hell. So I'm just still doing the exterior, like I'm choosing the flooring. Like there's not a lot of wood floors for this game. Like I would use custom content, but I want people to download my house because custom content is quite, you know, it's actually very good for you because it gives you so much more possibilities to build with, but people cannot download it. And also, speaking of download, I realized that I cannot put like my apartments into the gallery, which sucks. I actually have 2 apartment builds which I placed or I posted before if you check my previous videos, and I said that it would be on the gallery, but I couldn't put it in because I guess it's restricted for apartments, which sucks. Yes, it sucks. Oh, I also want to mention this part of the video is actually redone. I actually did this part one time, and I finished the kitchen. Sorry, my phone. And I finished the kitchen as well. So I did the foyer, which is right here, the dining room, and also the kitchen. But oh, sorry, my phone. But my freaking game did not save, and I got the recording, but my game did not save, so I had to redo it. So I just re-recorded it and changed it up a little bit, so it looked a bit better, I guess. Yeah, I think I prefer it now than the previous one. Okay, I think we just jumped into the brain part, into the living room for some reason. I guess I just changed it up a bit. And yes, I also put in Christmas decoration, if you guys have not noticed, because this was supposed to be up before the new year ended, before 2017 basically, but I procrastinated and I had to play other games because I'm a person of impulse. I need to play. So yes, and speaking of other games, I'm playing Don't Starve, and I actually recorded a bit of it, and I think that Don't Starve is not actually a game worthy of people to watch because it's quite boring to watch, but it's very fun to play, no doubt about that. But yeah, I recorded a bit and it was weird. Like I just collected stuff and there's not much to say because, you know, it's not like Minecraft, like there's many different scenarios. Yeah, so I did not record that and I deleted the footage. So if you guys actually wanted to watch that, I'm so sorry because it's boring to record. So yes, I'm now doing the living room like I mentioned, and I'm trying to put in all the very antiquated furniture. Like, I really don't know what the Wild West is about. Like, I don't know how the houses look like. I only can base it off from Westworld and other shows like, what's it called? What's that show called? True Blood, because True Blood, there's the farmhouse there. And what other Western shows there are? Okay, I don't know any shows that take place in the Wild West anymore. So those 2 shows are the only inspiration I got. And also when I Google, like, what do I Google? I Google like farmhouses or like Western kitchens, Western living rooms. The pictures are like really modern. I don't know, it's like worthy of an IKEA catalog or something. So there's no authentic photo of how these rooms look like in the past, so I just used my imagination. And also I didn't put anything that's too, you know, modern, like a stereo or like flat screen TVs. So yeah, I just used all the very antiquated looking stuff. And now I'm doing the kitchen, and also there's no stove, or yeah, there's no stove that looks like it's old or antiquated, so I just use that because why not. And yeah, I'm trying to, you know, what I can tell from all these shows is that the kitchens are usually very long. They're the long kitchens. Is there a term for it? Yeah, I guess it's just called long chickens. What? Long kitchens. And I wanted to do that, but this kitchen is actually a bit wide for a long kitchen. So I just made it into a normal looking kitchen, I guess, with an island where you can have breakfast at. If you don't want to have breakfast at the dining table. And yeah, lots of cabinet space for you to store your condiments, your plates, and all that stuff. And I actually like the kitchen a lot because the detailing that I did was actually really cute. So cute. Like, you can see the shelvings that I'm putting on top of the fridge. I'm gonna put some stuff on it, and it's pretty damn cute. I'm not even kidding. You will see it in a screenshot. I actually took some screenshots of the area, and it's perfecto. Yep. And yeah, that cookie jar there is actually quite small, so later you will see that I increase the size because, like, who the hell eats cookies that are so tiny? What the hell, this ain't mini Oreos. And yeah, there's not much decorative stuff that is very old looking or like Western looking, so I use that magnetic knife holder, which is actually not, I don't think they actually invented that last time, but you know, whatever. And the easy thing about farmhouses is that I believe that all the floors are the same wood. Like, at least most of the rooms have the same type of wood, because like, who the hell cares if you live in a farm? Like, why would you have nice flooring? Like, you know, a room of tiles, then another room with carpet, and another room with parquet flooring. Like, I think farmhouses, they all have a consistent floor type, and it is the same throughout. So that's what I did. Oh yes, if you guys noticed, I actually have quite high ceilings for the foyer, which is right here, and the living room. Actually, half of the living room have high ceilings and the other half has a low ceiling. So I have actually enlarged one of the ceiling lights so that it looks a bit, you know, it looks like a chandelier-ish. And I put in those debug lights so that the lights actually reach to the first floor, because they don't seem to reach there. So it's kind of dark, which is why I placed the debug lights. If not, I wouldn't have done that. But they look like crap in the screenshots because it's so dark. So I just placed those lights in, so it helped. Yep, and here is the study room. I guess it's a study room or reading room, I don't know. Come to think of it, I actually should have researched a bit about this Western era, Wild West era, or whatever you call it, and, you know, base it off that research. But you know what, this house is huge, and I wouldn't have placed anything in that room if the people from the past didn't actually read or have libraries like that. So you know what, whatever, this is just for the aesthetic, and I hope it actually fulfilled that Wild West aesthetic, which I hope it did. I really hope it did, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know. Anyway, this is the second foyer. I guess it's a foyer, I don't know. It's just a hallway with a bunch of doors. So it separates the main area, which is the living room and the kitchen, from the bedrooms. But in the end, they're all kind of connected because all the doors there lead to one room or the other. So yeah, but you know, it kind of gives a separate, a distinct room for personal space, and so that guests don't come to this area. So yeah, but actually the guest bathroom is there, or like, you know, yeah, right here, that's the guest bathroom. So I guess whatever I said does not make sense. Anyway, so I used the floor tiles, which looks very old looking. I don't know, it looks very antiquated. I keep using the word antiquated. I need a new word. What's another word for antiquated? It looks very tacky, I guess. It just looks tacky. Like, the only kind of floor tiles or like wall tiles that you see like that is in like a Mexican restaurant or a rundown supermarket or something. I don't know. Yeah. So that is what I use because I know the past was very tacky and they had no folks. They had no folks to give it all. So they just used whatever they want and they left their house as messy as possible because they are farmers. I mean, no shade to farmers. I know some of you are very neat. Actually, I don't know any farmers, but I'm sure some of them are quite neat and very tidy and they like to clean. But you know, that's what I get the impression of farmers there. They like it messy, okay? Because they work in the farms all day, so why should they keep the house clean when they themselves are a mess? Like I said, no shade. I love farmers. I love my rice and all my fresh produce. Amen. Okay, anyway, this is I guess this is Abernathy's bedroom. Yeah, because if you think about it, you watch all these shows or you have like grandparents or something. When you go to their houses, my grandparents' house, it's actually a 3-story house, I think, and the people who live there are like no, they're not my grandchildren, what the hell, my cousins, and yeah, my aunts, maybe some people live there. I don't know who live there. Anyway, my grandparents' room are on the 1st floor because you know they're old, like they ain't gonna spend time climbing some stairs, so the young people live on top and the older people live on the 1st floor, which I think is common for any house. But I don't think I will ever have my bedroom on the 1st floor if I live on a landed, which I doubt I will because I like my apartments. Like I mentioned, I love apartments. But if I do live on a landed house eventually in the future, I will probably live on the top floor because if burglars want to get to me, to my room and murder me, they will have a hard time climbing up. So if they want to kill me, they have to work for it. And also, my house will probably have a lift. Yes, I hope I'm that rich in the future. So now I'm just doing the guest bedroom, and the guest bedroom actually looks legit like, I don't know, you can find it off Skyrim or something. Like it gives that very saloon feel. If you see it later, it's very dark. Basically, it's just very dark. And there's no ceiling lights, it's just oil lamps all around. And the essentials like a dresser and a bed and a mirror. So yes, but the good thing is if you are a guest to the Abernathy farm, you get your own bathroom. So there's an attached bathroom as you can see there. And I'm sorry if I use the same curtains all around because the curtains are damn ugly. Like I mentioned it in the previous video, or like one of my other videos, I mentioned that the curtains in this game are hideous. Like either they are nice but they don't fit all windows, or they're ugly as hell and no one wants to use them. So I just use the nicest one that I can find, which kind of looks and fits the theme. So yes, I just use that throughout because I ain't got time to find other curtains and try to fit it in. Like what the hell. Anyway, as you can see, I placed 2 backpacks there. So this room is meant for 2 kids, 2 children. But when I think about it, like, do the people living in the American frontier actually go to school? Is there actually school? Like, I know at that time there's probably like slavery, like prevalent issues, like, you know, lack of women's rights. Like women are just there to cook and be housewives. There's no careers for them. I mean, I don't think there's any careers there in the first place other than being a bartender at the saloon, or the pianist, or a farmer, or just a murderous cowboy or something. I don't know. I really don't know what that whole era is about. But I highly doubt that there are any schools. So I kind of regret putting those 2 backpacks down. So yeah, it kind of ruins the feel. And I don't even think backpacks were invented then. Like, I think they used like potato sacks or something. Who knows? Don't quote me. So yes, that was just the what was that? Yes, the children's room, and now I'm left with 3 rooms. Actually, I'm left with 5 more rooms because I left all the bathrooms out because I kinda dread doing bathrooms. I don't know why. But in the end, I just made them all kind of similar. They all look pretty much the same, if you ask me. And now I'm just changing the roof, as you can see, because the roof actually cut through the whole top floor, which is the attic. And I think it's kind of hard to play when the roof is like cutting into the house. So I made it so that I used separate roof pieces and just, you know, combine them together so that when you put your game on and you put the walls onto the max height like what I'm doing now, the roof is not blocking your view, so you can play it with the walls up with no issue, which is what I like. And now I'm just doing the whose room is this? I think it's Dolores. Yes, Dolores's room. And yeah, since in the show she is a painter, or she was given the trait of a painter, I gave her all the painting supplies that she needs, and yeah, I gave her an easel and canvases and sketches and a desk and stuff. But you know, if you actually think about it, like, would you actually paint in your room? Won't that like stink and like stick to your bed? I don't know. But if I were her, I guess I would just open a window or something so that the paint fumes will just leave the room or something. I don't know. But yeah, I was just thinking about it, like, what the hell? Who the hell paints in their room? Especially if they paint like a lot. It will stink, like, for sure. I wouldn't be able to sleep in that room at all. Anyway, so I'm just putting in all like the paint supplies and just some clutter items around, because there's not much to put in a room which, you know, of a painter, because remember, we're in the 1800s or like the early 1900s, so there's no computers, I think, and yeah, there's no computers, there's no technology except for a TV, I guess. I don't know, really, I don't know. Don't judge me, I don't know anything. Help. And yes, so I just left her room kind of barren, and right now I'm just doing the when you come up to the 3rd floor, this is, I guess you can call it a storage room. The attic is kind of like a storage, right? So yeah, I just placed a lot of boxes and clutter items, and I like the fact that there are like chairs, random chairs at the corner, because, you know, that's what you put in the attic, right? Like your unwanted furniture or your old furniture, and like your extra furniture, you put it at the top. So I also made it kind of like a rumpus room, so there's a piano and also a small TV and also a gramophone and a chess table, so you can do all your little shit up here. I actually wanted to put a bar up here, but that's so unrealistic, so I just stuck with the attic theme and just put random shit in there. And I'm actually very surprised that I made it, like, how long are we in the video already? 20 plus minutes. I'm surprised that I talked throughout, because in 10-minute videos I actually struggle a lot. So I guess because I'm building a house based off something, I can actually say quite a lot. But if I'm building a house based off my, you know, right off my head, I find it quite hard. I don't know why. So now I'm just doing all the bathrooms, and I think we'll go into the screenshots soon. But I just want to mention that a new house building video is coming up probably next week, because I'm building a house for my friend Kokai. If you guys remember, she is from my Crazy Craft series, and she has requested me to build a house for her because I bought her The Sims for her birthday, and she has been playing it non-stop. So I'm gonna record a house build for her that she has requested, and yeah, that will be my next video. And now I'm just doing the outside area, the porch area, putting all the little decorative stuff, and chairs and seatings and also lighting. And there's a small little farm, I guess it's a farm, I don't know, a farm at the side of the kitchen, because the kitchen has a door to the porch as well. So I might as well put a farm because I guess people use their fresh produce to, you know, as their ingredients. They're self-sufficient. So that is what I did. I placed lots of those crop boxes so your sim can plant their crops and harvest them for food. Anyway, those are not the final spots of the crop boxes. I placed it somewhere else actually, which you will see in the screenshots. And before the video ends, I'm just gonna say that this house has how many bedrooms? It has 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. So each bedroom has an attached bathroom, so that is good. And yeah, and 1 bathroom for the visitors of your house. So you can have probably 8 sims in this house because there's so much space. And also, as I mentioned, there's an empty, half of the second level is empty, so you can use that if you want. So we are actually reaching the end of the video, and I'm putting in some landscaping. I made it very minimal because we're in the desert. What the hell can you grow here? So yeah, we have just a few plants here and there. And we are going into the screenshots right now. So this is the side of the house, and this is the other side with the kitchen stuff. Yes, and this is the back. And here is the foyer and another view, very high ceilings, which is nice. This is the dining room. I love the detailings here, especially the Christmas garlands and the photos. Here is the kitchen, which is so detailed, I love it. Here is the countertops, and here is the fridge with the detailing on the top. You see all that clutter, so cute. And this is the door to the outside. Over here you can have your meals there and plant your crops. Here is the living room with the Christmas tree and this Christmas decorations. I like the living room a lot. It's very homely, even though there's not much to do here. And another view, and here is the view of the ceiling. As you can see, it's pretty high. And this is Teddy. I don't know his last name, but he's from the show as well. And here is the seating for the fireplace. And this is the hallway to all the rooms. And here is the study/library. Very cluttered, I love it. I like cluttered stuff, I don't know why. And here is the guest bathroom. And here is the guest bedroom. And the ensuite, which is on the right, the door, right here. So it's pretty good if you're a guest, you have your own bathroom. Another view. And here is Abernathy's room. And a photo of his wife, I guess it's a woman, I don't know, with the urn. Very sad, R.I.P. And yeah, right here is his own suite, his own bathroom, pretty big and very spacious. Nice. Here is his backyard where he comes out once in a while to farm, I don't know. And this is the children's bedroom on the 2nd floor, the split level. So for 2 sims, pretty nice. Lots of toys and space. This is their bathroom, which is across the hall, across the stair landing. And here is the attic, which has all the clutter, which the family doesn't want to use, so they put it up here, which is nice. And here is Dolores' room. Yes, very pink, white, and lots of canvases and stuff for painting. And this is her ensuite. And with that, we've come to the end of the screenshots. Just a short note, I just want to show you how it looks like in the gallery. So just search my name with the EA ID account, marcjowel, and you'll see all the houses up for download. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next life. Bye.